beautiful and talented paladin Brise. Max, say hello to the lovely people.
Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. We are.
And my wife, Karen, is down below supporting us and playing the role of Mara, half-elf, skilled at martial arts and longtime adventurer. Karen, say hello to our thousands and thousands of viewers.
Hello, thousands and thousands of viewers. Welcome to this episode 189. So glad to be a part of it.
So, gang, we are picking up with Brise and Mara having been welcomed into the house of Lanok, who is going to help them, hopefully, defeat or foil the plan of a powerful wizard named Oshekra, who seeks to use a lake to the south to imprison his enemies. The lake is already enchanted to be what is called a soul prison. There's already a prisoner in there, a sorceress named Verilag, that was finally defeated after Brise inadvertently released her from captivity. She has been recaptured, but Oshekra was able to bribe Brise for the location of the lake, has now secured the property of the lake, and is hoping to use it, as I said, as a prison for his enemies. Learning that, Brise has been trying to undermine that plan quietly, certainly feeling considerable responsibility for putting it in motion to begin with. And since then, he has met Mara, and Mara has agreed to help. So we are in a sort of decrepit, rundown manor in the elven city of Morbrim, which is the southernmost port of the Elven States. They have been ushered into the home by an elven woman, a half-elven woman named Shiamak. She herself seems to be have her own beef with the Wizard Oshekra. They've been shown to a drawing room, and now Shiamak enters the room with Lanok in tow.
Got it. By the way, hi, Ava Bravo. Welcome to Corandrin.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes, welcome, Ava Bravo. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you enjoy it. Shiamak, you remember that she had a rod sort of hidden up her sleeve, no doubt for spell casting. Lanok enters with her. Lanok had been napping and is quite worse for wear from his day of drinking. And, she is sort of gingerly, having her hands near him to steady his walk. He clearly resents it, slaps her hands away, makes his way before the fire and sits in the overstuffed chair across from you guys. Shiamak takes a smaller chair beside him, and Lanok looks at you two in his grumpy way. Stream has just started, Ava Bravo, so you can tell us how we're doing. Lanok says, "I'm surprised you two even showed up. I expected you two to flake out as young as you are. So tell me about this lake. I want to know everything about it."
Before that, we would like to know we would like to know if we can even trust you with information that we know. All we know is that you have been trailing Oshakra. You mentioned that. But what have you actually done to work against him? And how do we know you'll be helpful to this cause?
It says temper-like. Huh.
Oak. Oh, sorry, temper. That's no good.
He looks from one to the other, looks at both of you, and he says, all right, fair enough. He had plans on getting a particular magic item some 2 years back. I foiled that by killing the guy who was going to provide it.
All right.
The Wizards Council can at least vouch for that here. The nearby Wizards Council. I can tell you he has at least 6 operatives here. 2 are magical resources. A feller who's experienced in druidic magic for 1. The other works in material sciences, material magic.
In material. Does Brise know what material magic is?
Roll for me. Actually, both of you should roll.
9. 9. That answers that question.
Minus 34. And answers that question.
We look at each other. Material magic. Ooh.
Material. You're not even sure what magic is anymore after rolls that bad.
Yeah. It doesn't involve them.
He's got a transportation liaison down at the docks. She's quite an accomplished smuggler. And I'll give you the names of any one of these people. If you watch them long enough, Oshakra will be in touch with them. But I'm not going to give you all their names because you'll ruin my chances of finding out when they're up to something.
And why is it, or I guess how is it, that you've come to ally yourself against Oshakra? Not ally yourself against, but how is it that you become an enemy of Oshakra?
When I was still at the temple some years back, I heard his name mentioned. And there was an open debate in the halls between 2 higher priests. Discussing the fact that he could enrich the temple considerably despite his moral shortcomings. I was told by the head paladin at that time to let the matter drop. And I've been working to stop him ever since. There's a whole town on the frontier no longer exists because of him, and the temple knows it.
Wow.
A failed portal spell. Into some desert land. And creatures emerged from it before a shepherd could seal it. And it slaughtered the town. And buried it in sand.
Wow.
Over 100 elves feasted upon.
And he just let this happen.
He caused it to happen. The town was a convenient remote place that had lodging for him and an old warehouse large enough to hold the experiment and keep it from prying eyes. I grant you, every evidence indicates that he tried to close it as soon as it began. But he certainly didn't bother to make amends. He just fled to the sky and then sealed it later.
And can we be sure that the information we give you will stay with you and not, fall into the hands, make its way to Oshakra eventually, or to others?
No. He's very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you that he won't capture me and torture me eventually. But I can tell you this. It'll take a hell of a lot of torture. Both of you roll.
10. Jesus.
78.
All right. Send you guys your feelings.
Feelings.
I hate feelings. Just get
And
out.
nothing more than a feelings.
And of course, there is the Shiamak, who was there as well.
Mhm.
Um,
Now, by the way, we have Azrael is inside the room with us, I believe.
I was going to say, Azrael is very noisy today.
that's right. We can all hear
That's what reminds me. Azrael's getting hungry, isn't she?
it.
My door's open. So I look at Shiamak and, I say, so you two have worked together on these matters? See if I can trust her at least.
Everybody roll.
31.
85.
Lanok and I have very different ways of working. And she walks to the door and closes it and smiles at you both. Lanok says, "What are you doing? They're guests." Shiamak says,
Shiamak throws something to the floor.
Do you want me to roll for you?
Mm, mm, mm. You have to roll one dice, and I'll roll the other. Oh, there it is.
Okay. I'm rolling the 10s.
1 second. Oh, God. It's fine.
Quick, push him over while he's. Oh.
That's the main reason we had her play in another room. Avoid that. She says if they're not going to tell us where the lake is, and they're not going to tell us tonight, you and I have an obligation to find out where it is. It is a perfect time to try to ambush Oshekra. It's a perfect location. And they're going to tell us tonight.
Oh my God.
And she takes out her rod. She just whips this out.
Okay. Ma'am, let's not get too hasty. We obviously are in an awkward situation here where we don't know you and we have very sensitive information and we just needed to have a little bit of assurances. This is not giving me much of an assurance about you guys at all. So can you give us a chance? Let us make our own decisions and tell you what we can.
You're going to tell us now exactly where that lake is.
Are there any exits besides the door?
There is a window behind you.
And we're on second story?
First floor.
First floor.
Most drawing rooms will be on the first floor unless it's a very nice place. Then you'll have multiples for each member of the home.
Listen, lady, you have not even given us a chance.
Then start talking.
I don't have the story to tell.
You have the location. Do you not?
Not really.
That's a lie. Roll to lie to her. Where's your lying skill?
How do I communicate to Mara that I need to jump out through the window? Can I grab? Is she close enough to be able to grab her arm?
Oh yeah, you guys are sharing a love seat.
I rolled a 92, Kevin.
Nice. Why do you use my name like I'm in trouble? Why did you use my name? Am I in trouble?
No.
Okay.
No, Kevin.
See, he's a guy. He gets it.
I may need to pause for a second.
Why is that?
Munchkin.
We have to test it out sometime. It won't be for a second. It'll be for
I was just going to explain. I don't know. Let me mute.
If you hear strange noises coming from the other room,
that's true.
You should be concerned.
We have a 5-year-old who's about to enter the home. So you may hear a 5-year-old on the stream, our dear audience.
Okay, I rolled a 92 for lying.
She nods and says, then you must know where it is.
Is she still standing in front of the door?
Yes.
Okay.
Rod is out, pointed at you. Lanok is on his feet, looking at her.
Oh my God, this is such a weird situation. What would Brise do? Man, I'm paralyzed. I look at Lanok and I say, this was a mistake coming here. And I grab Mara by the arm and try to rise. And start moving.
Moving where?
Moving towards the door. Okay. Oh my God. Am I going to bluff her? Just go past her? Or am I going to? Yeah, we're going to do that.
Mara, you feel his, her hand grips yours quite tightly. You realize, holy crap, she is strong. And I mean, it's painful how hard she grips you. And she rises and sort of, Josh, you can feel being led upward. What would you like to do?
Go with her because I don't think I want to be here either.
Sure. Shiamak says, you can take your seats. You're not leaving here until we know the location of the lake.
Lanok, speak reason to this woman. Surely, we need a moment. We are not mere cattle to be led to slaughter.
Lanok steps in between you and Shiamak, and with his back to you guys, he faces Shiamak. They're welcome to leave. Put your rod away. Shiamak says, through gritted teeth, this is why we have not dealt a blow to him yet. This is why we've made no attempt to finally kill that bastard. A lake, there might be woods around. I can certainly prevent us from being detected. I know it'll take everything we have. But we have other allies. This could be the moment.
Your impatience will be your undoing. Have we not been here just 5 minutes?
I have waited 7 months. Don't speak to me of patience. I have waited for a chance to strike him for 7 months. We've already passed 2 chances. Now here's a third on a platter.
And you are tossing out the platter.
On tossing out the platter, Brise is going to run towards the window and jump out the window. 'Cause I do not feel safe here. And she's going to take Mara along with her.
You could try to, you could be prepping a mentally prepping a teleport spell.
Ah, true. That's better.
You know what? You just cast levitate by mistake, and you guys just float up a few feet, and you're like, ha ha!
Oh. I am going to be preparing teleport back to the front of our inn.
You don't have that spot memorized, though, do you?
I guess I should roll. How well do I remember?
Yes.
Around our inn. 14. What is going on?
All right. Here else.
Yeah, could I just roll for a spot in Morgrim that I have that stands out?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Several places in Wargrim stand out. They just, for some reason, right? They just are in your memory.
Yeah.
There was a place on the docks where a lot of crates were stacked. You remember looking at them and thinking they reminded you of the towers where the skeletons were stirring the blood, because they're sort of fat, squat towers, and just reminded you of that.
Yeah.
And that's what sticks in your head.
I whisper to Mara, I'm going to get us out of here. Do I have your permission?
Yes.
Lanot turns to you. Stay. Please. He strides toward Shiamat and, rests his hand on her rod. I just realized how funny that sounds. And, sort of forcibly.
My rod in 14 years.
And pushes it down.
I look at Brise and
I understand. We're not going to get anywhere fighting amongst ourselves. All of you, please just sit, huh? Just sit.
Is there a specific reason I don't trust Lennox? I know we've talked about his morality, right? Obviously, his, he is a risk. Sharing information with anybody is a risk.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
or is it just a gut feeling about him? Like there's something about him that he seems like he's hiding.
You are generally, of course, untrusting.
Right.
You don't feel like anyone has your best interest in mind other than you.
Right.
Even Mara, she's grown on you, right? Mm-hmm. But she's still
like a fungus.
Like a fungus. For him, you do trust his motives, but again, leaving the whole fate of this Oshekra deal that is your fault in someone else's hands, that's a big deal. Now, you certainly, this act of him standing between you,
right,
certainly impresses you.
Right. But see, now it's even if I trust him a little more now his accomplice is
another factor.
Bad vibe, yeah. So I'm like, oh, Brise is just. I'll just wait and see. I'll see how they do get out. But I'll have the teleport spell ready. My hand on Mara's back, slowly creeping down. No.
Shiamak sighs. Glares at all three of you. She sits down. The rod is across her lap. Her hand rests on it. He turns to you guys. And he gestures to the love seat.
I'll take a seat. Still having the spell ready.
Mara?
I follow Brise's lead. Get a spell ready. Just kidding.
Mara realized she could use magic.
She hasn't known all this time.
Lennox says Shiamak is right. This would be a great place to ambush Oshekra. It's an open space. Even if it's closely surrounded by trees, the water itself provides a free shot straight to him. he could be checking in on that lake once a week, once a day. You actually know that's not true thus far.
Right. I'll say, let's talk about the prison itself before we talk about
Its exact
the
location.
exact location. Yeah.
All right. Talk.
All right. So I'll kind of reiterate what I already told Lanok, which I believe was it is a soul prison created by souls who volunteered their lives. It is trapping something or someone there. And, we know it's a lake, and that created some 5,000, or I guess I wouldn't know the exact, it's created long ago. Like,
I think you did find out through the temple at Ascalon. Sorry, the temple of Ascalon in Alamar. I think they got you a date.
okay.
Um,
So I can throw that date out there.
I thought it was like 5,000 years ago.
it is, but the
Yeah.
question is,
Okay.
does he know that?
Oh, okay.
And you mentioned guards, Lennox says.
Right. There are
So, maybe a dozen.
dozen. They have a constant watch on the lake. The property has already been, purchased by a certain man. His name escapes me.
But an agent of
An agent of Oshakra. Yes.
I think you mentioned to him that there were slabs of stone with runes on them,
Yes.
arranged on the ground for hundreds of feet.
Mm-hmm.
Shiamak says, more clear space from which to strike him.
I'm going to interrupt and say, no, damn. I want to say it, but I shouldn't. Maybe I should because it's in character.
What's that?
I say it. I say, Oshakra has taken down undead giants, and you think you can just ambush him? You don't think he's expecting someone of your caliber? And he doesn't have enemies like you trying to hunt him down every day?
We know what we're up against. All right? I can't do it alone. No. But there's 3 more of us than in this room. And together, yes, we have a shot.
I kind of look at Lanok for confirmation. Is this true?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
What is true?
There are 5 total in their group, and that they.
Beyond this room, there are 3 others. Who,
Oh, so they're including us in that count?
yes.
Okay.
So there's 3 people beyond this room, outside of this room, who would work together, and all together
Against Oshakra. Man. So with what I've told you about the lake, at least, then are there any conclusions or anything we can do to at least slow down his plans?
They talk amongst themselves, just sort of openly with you guys in front of them. They talk about the slabs of runes. Shiamak is not familiar with such a thing. Lanok says, they probably are the names of the dead that guard the lake. I bet if you looked at all of them, you would even find some that merely have the handprint of children because they had not learned to write yet. Each one would have been written by the volunteer. It's what binds the spirits there. Shiamak says Galdora can begin erasing those runes, releasing the spirits. We could make the temple, the prison, so weak that it couldn't hold anybody.
But what about the ones who are already held there? What are you going to do with them?
Shiamak says that is not my concern.
It should be.
Who was held there?
I look at Brise.
That just puts him under the bus.
I look at Azrael.
Clearly, okay, fine. Clearly, this soul prison is being used for a reason. Do you not understand that?
I liked how you're insulting to these more powerful characters. It's refreshing to see you
she's young and stupid. No.
play with death.
No.
How many more powerful entities do you want to see trapped there, Mara?
None. I don't want any more trapped there, but I don't want the ones trapped there released either. We have to have a plan. You should have a plan, right?
Lanok waves you both quiet. Suppose we erase one. I guarantee you that Oshakra has put detection magic on those slabs to know if they're interfered with. That could summon Oshakra to us at a time of our choosing. And those of us working for the temple, we have to feel some compassion for the spirits, voluntarily or not, who are tasked with no peace, but with standing guard over evil. We can hope that erasing 6 to 8 names releasing those spirits could still hold the prisoner in check. Summon Oshekra. And we could deal our blow. Shiamak's like, it could work. It could work. Goldora would want to be a part of the kill. So maybe we simply hire someone skilled in runes to cast magic on the slab. Use them as bait. Oshekra comes, finds an unknown. Lanok says, you're going to sacrifice that person. Shiamak shrugs, but says not necessarily. We would have to deal our blow immediately anyway. It likely would be in time to save that person. And he would be distracted dealing with this newcomer. And you could use your healing arts.
Wow. Shiamak does not give a shit.
Shiamak does not give a shit.
Oh.
Let me check her stats here. Let me just look at her personality. Verlag has more morals than fucking Shiamak.
So we lock Shiamak in the lake instead. Is what
That's the worst idea I've ever heard. She's not nearly as powerful as Verlag, but
wow.
I mean, she was going to peel your brains back and get that answer. And there is increasingly no question of that to both of you.
Mm-hmm.
But it does produce a weird sense of trust.
Right. She trusts her companions who are more moral than her.
Well, you can trust her to not do anything to reveal anything about the plan.
Right.
She would literally rather die. She'd prefer if you died, but she would literally rather die.
Right. I ask, you all seem, or at least Shiamak you seem very interested in setting up a trap for Oshekra. Has there been an opportunity, like, I guess what I'm trying to ask is, why haven't you already made a move? And it's been 7 months. Have there not been other opportunities like this?
She glances bitterly at Lanok.
Oh, she did say 2 or 3 other times. I forgot about that.
She says, we had him once at a tavern in town here, meeting with his handler who deals with all these other people that Lanok has mentioned to you. The druid, the other materials magic sorceress. They get all their instructions from this person. Well, while they were meeting in this tavern, Lanok and I and 2 of the 3 were there. There was some debate about trying to capture the handler and turning him to us. Him or her, I should roll. Because actually I rolled. She's going to slip up and give you the name. So I got to load the character roller. What's new in Excel? No one cares.
Give me the old Excel.
I prefer it. Um, so while he and Sinlavor were meeting, that's Sinlavor, Sinlavor.
VOR. Slaver.
Is it Sin Valor, Sin Laver? What is it?
Sinlavor. Sinlavor.
So just I got that right. It's SINQFV.
That's it.
There's a silent Z at the end.
Too many silent E's.
OR.
But there were too many innocents around. Oshekra appeared. They met. They talked for an hour. They were even in a corner by themselves so they wouldn't be overheard. That was 6 weeks ago. And here we are with that bastard still clanking around.
Oh man. See, now what if Brise gives her the location of the soul prison, and now she will kill him without harming any innocents, or one innocent versus her finally losing it one day and just, you know, attacking him outright herself.
Her argument is not without merit.
Right.
Now, whether or not it's, with a chance of success, it's really beyond your ability to judge.
Right.
You don't know the other three.
Powerful wizards versus powerful wizards. Yeah.
Right. Now it's an ambush. It's going to be several on one.
Right.
Do you want to take a little break? I know this is going to be a shorter session. We could take a little break and then we'll play to about 8:30 our time. And so, guys, if you'll just bear with us, we're gonna hop to the restroom and
continue streaming.
And some of us will stream. Some of us will just refresh our drinks, and we'll be right back with you. So just hang with us, and we'll see you in a second. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Let's get our team back here. There they are. All right. I hear background noise from somebody.
Oh, forgot to close my door again. One moment, please. That cat toy is in the other room, and yet it comes through. It's clear as day.
It does.
All right.
All right, gang. Let's talk about.
Talk about. So I guess, I mean, the question is, will Brise give any more information now that she knows, these people seem competent. They have a plan. Shiamak seems dangerous, but also very committed.
What about? Have you shared the fact that there are personnel from the temple watching the lake right now?
No, but I will offer that information now. So specifically from the temples of Astalon. Now, I'm not going to say where. I was about to say Alamar. Temples of Astalon. They are have an eye on it. Have been watching it for a few months now.
Shiamat sighs and looks at Lanok and says, "They could be a problem." Lanok says, "Not if they're sent word to expect us." Write a note, seal it with a priest insignia, with a priest seal. Have them move to one end of the lake. We do the business on the other end. Simple enough.
I seem to recall, this can be off stream or whatever.
Whoa!
Offline. I know.
Well, no.
I didn't think.
Your volume is shifted. Talk again.
Well, how's that? Is that okay?
All right, cast shout.
Man.
A little better. Keep
Well, sorry.
I'm
Is
that better?
turning her down.
Okay.
That was crazy. I don't know why it would change. You didn't change any.
Well, I had myself on mute. So until I needed to talk.
Hopefully everyone's awake now.
Quinn, if you were sleeping, now you're awake.
That's right.
No, I seem to recall that it not being like a lake size, right? It's more like a pond, right?
It's I don't know. I mean, it's
Small lake, large pond. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yes.
Because if they're thinking
It's
they
deeper
can,
than it looks.
it's deeper than it is. If they're thinking they can, send away the paladins to the other end of the lake without them being seen, they're going to be seen, right? Because we could see the other end of, we could
That's
see
not-
all of those shores.
No, I mean they could even send them into the woods. Like
The point is not that The point is not that this ambush should not be seen. That's not the point. The point is for the paladins to be too far away to intervene once the ambush begins.
right.
Okay.
So it takes them, a couple of minutes to get there. I mean, if it's not over by that time, things have gone very badly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Could really use a little bit of Admia here. Some wind chime guidance.
I mean, she can't exactly say, "Excuse me, let me go do my chimes,"
I know.
because they are already locking doors and beating guests. So, you know,
That's
I mean,
my motto: locking doors, beating guests.
so, you know, what about Azriel? Does Azriel
What about
have?
Azri?
Azrael, I mean, in your experience, Mara, Azrael has no effect on the chimes.
No, I meant. I think the chimes could have some effect on Azriel, though. So,
Ting, ting, ting.
He just plays
no, I
like
just meant like how
do,
can
do,
like
do, 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 do. Azrael, whoa!
right. No, I was just trying to see like how is he like anxious or does he feel like I don't know, I just is there a you know, because animals can have a sense about things and
He is watching Shiamak very closely. He's ignoring Lunok entirely. Turns out that Azrael was Admia all along.
My familiar is a goddess. Sounds like the name of an anime.
Yes, it does. The nonsensical
Sure.
gibberish that is anime.
oh, and now come all the haters.
That's okay. That is okay. There's something wrong with most people. So
I look at Brise with a expectant
why didn't I just say, what do you think?
what do you think?
Do you reveal the location now? Do you ask more questions? Are you okay with them lying in wait for Oshekra?
Yeah. I mean, the reason I didn't, I mean, I revealed the location once and that got me into this mess. So doing it again,
2 wrongs.
I know, to 5 people, right? But I mean, now there's even, you know, there's many people now who know about the location. There's a whole, you know, crew of adventurers. And is Breach ever going to trust anybody with this kind of situation? You know what?
Perhaps.
This is crazy to think about, but if they all fail and they all get killed by Oshekra, no one knows about the lake.
Except Oshekra.
Yeah, we're back where we started. I say,
What about, I mean, is this a time for anyone to use a miracle roll?
oh, yes.
Now, what the miracle roll should be, I don't know, but
Brees would say to Lanok and Shiamak, your plan is to take down Oshekra. The lake is, you know, not to be interfered with. Correct? You have no interest in, you know, manipulating or tampering with the lake.
I would, Lunok says, I would feel remiss if I didn't speak to the spirits and see if they wish to be released. We have an obligation.
What of the prisoner?
they choose to stay and guard the prisoner, then that's their choice. But they've been standing guard for 5 millennia. Shiamak shrugs and says, yeah, I have no plans for the lake.
I tell Lanok that I can tell you the location if as they're meant to do. If you promise me that.
You old fool. You could promise them anything. How would they know? Da 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 da. He's like, and he says, I would know, and that's enough, which is encouraging. But you could stand there and listen to the whole argument if you wished.
I think Brise has heard everything she needs to know.
Mara? Looking up nosiness?
I don't think I have nosiness.
You don't.
So, yeah.
You just hear something like, mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh my God. I didn't know those. That was the relationship.
I think she needs a drink.
It's been a day.
A drink and a prayer. Let's do.
Well, there are definitely taverns down by the dock if you just want to teleport there.
I don't know if I want to use any magic after the last fumble that was a couple hours ago.
I understand.
Yeah.
How are we feeling at this point? I mean, do we need to take some more herbs or?
No, you just sleep it off.
Yeah.
Good night's sleep is what you need. All right, roll to navigate.
52.
Roll to be navigated.
Yeah, how do we do
48.
that?
48.
One leading the way, or
Yeah, we could. I was debating. That's a good question about how to do that.
Is it rolling for like your confidence, or is it rolling for like the actual process of navigation?
Well, you're always going to make the decision that you're most confident about.
True.
And so it's going to be about the actual outcome.
Maybe we just average the rolls.
It depends on who's, if there's a dominant personality, one who likes to be a leader.
Right.
Right. But neither one of you are super big on leading.
Reese doesn't like to go with the flow. So I feel like she like, trust me, I've been in Morgrim as long as you have. I know where to go.
Maybe that phone is loud.
Sorry. It's on vibrate.
I know. You probably put it on a piece of cloth or something. You guys make it back without incidents.
Okay.
Bar is still open. Just a scattered few people there. I know it's a little earlier than we planned, but do we want to stop now since you're sort of back?
Just
a good place.
Could we?
Sorry.
I guess Mario, you've already spoken with Admia, right? No.
I can talk to her as much as I want. You want
not just saying you should, but it would be an interesting have that.
Happy to.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get some. I don't mind having some guidance anyway. So yeah.
Guidance
regarding. Is Brise making this suggestion, and if so, is she suggesting something specific?
Okay, Brise. Yeah, Brise. Says if could we ask Admia if Ah, damn, this is hard. Asking divine questions.
Just like talking to somebody else.
Can
What would
we
you
trust?
ask?
Is this the best plan?
Well, no, because that's obviously not the case. Can we trust Lanok and Shiamak?
Okay.
Go outside.
Yep.
Since it's dark, you sort of check your surroundings. Nothing of interest. No one watching
No
you.
thieves hiding in the shadows.
Roll for how well you read the chimes. I will roll for what the chimes say.
36.
No, what do you get? 36. Couldn't tell what she was telling you. It felt more positive than negative, but you're kind of uncertain about that reading.
And I can certainly seek her wisdom again in the morning. So I usually do.
Who are you telling?
Brise.
Oh, so you go back inside.
Oh, sorry.
And
Brise
go back
was
inside.
watching you from the window.
I thought Brise might have been watching me. Sorry.
Yep. I assume you do your chimes in private. So you just tell me that it was very unclear reading, just slight positive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right, Brise orders a drink, and
everybody takes a drink. So 2 copper if you want a drink. The uneventful in the room. You know, most of the singing and storytelling has died down.
mm-hmm.
You retire for the evening. We can do your 3 rolls and have you wake up.
Okay.
So go ahead, Max. Once you roll your 3, what's the first one?
92.
All right.
45.
Mm-hmm.
26.
All right. You wake up early. You have a dream of a greenish gold dragon, green and gold, flying over islands, coming to rest on this great heavy tree that barely holds its weight. And it is eyeing a major port, large port city across the water. And as ships come and go from it, the dragon is whispering to itself, counting each ship. Baby, your 3 rolls.
Do dragons
8.
dream wooden ships?
80.
80, okay.
5.
Nice.
44.
You do not sleep except in snatches. You remember a dream in which you are dragging Shianak from a battlefield that has smoking holes in the ground. You're dragging her towards woods. She has one hand raised with a broken rod in that hand. She is continuing to hurl spells at some target in the air. It's clearly well above her. She is casting the spells through tears running down her face. It's clear that she can't move her legs. Brise is in the distance. She is holding a two-handed sword, which is strange because she doesn't use a two-handed sword. The sword has a black blade, and it has a hilt encrusted with green gems that shine in the sunlight. You make it to the woods, and you jolt up awake, frightened. You go back to sleep. It's sort of a similar scene, sort of traumatic, finding an unknown enemy in an open field. Sometimes you see Brise, sometimes you don't, but you sleep very little. You wake up around dawn. Brise, you're awake about an hour before dawn. And that's where we'll end it.
All right. Whew. It's always the streams without combat that are the most tense, ironically.
Well, there we go. That was episode 189. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight, or I should say later on your laptop or your phone. If you think we're doing a good job, like and subscribe. If you think we're doing a great job, then hop to that link right there on Donor Box and send us a little love. Max does a great job on his channel, which you can find the link down there, where he discusses the role of music and original soundtracks in video games. I was almost going to say magic and original soundtracks because I had fantasy on the mind, but I caught myself. And Karen is a part of contemporarychorale.org, a local singing group. You can listen to the performances online, or you can buy tickets for the upcoming performance that is this Saturday. And we're all looking forward to going to it. And I've written a novel called A Shore Too Far that you can find on Amazon. I hope you enjoy reading it as much as I enjoyed writing it. With all of that said, Max, why don't you say goodbye to our lovely audience?
Yeah, well, inconclusive, but we will find out more next week if we're going to the lake or not with our new friends.
That's right.
See you next time, everybody.
Frenemies are frenemies.
Well, I don't know about. I don't think you want them as frenemies, right? Just,
No, she's a frenemy.
Common enemy friends.
Karen, why don't you take us out and wish everyone a lovely, lovely day.
Thanks again, everyone. We wish you a great day for the rest of today and all your days between now and the next time we see you.
That's right. Goodbye, everybody.